All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's make sure that we're up and going. I gotta check the sound out. Once the sound is up, we will get going with our topic for today. Just give me a second. Testing, 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 testing the sound, testing the sound, testing. All right, that's good to go. Let me shut this off. Put that away and get the chat up. And then we will basically continue from where we left off last time. But last time, I believe we were talking about South America, and we were talking about Australia, if I'm not mistaken. Today, I want to try to reveal three or four more countries that look like they might be shaped like some particular animal. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not an animal guy, so I am really incapable of really telling you what, the animal is, but I can tell you that it is. You know what I mean? So we'll go from there. We'll start by Australia. And, well, hold on. Let's do a world map. Google map. Maps. Let's just go maps. Google. Because Google Maps allows us to just really. Why does it not go to the maps? Like Google Maps. Yeah, that's what I want. Oh, no, I gotta buy it? Are you serious? Why is it that I can just go on my phone and go on maps, but then when I come on the internet, unless I can go right here, maybe. Maybe if I just go right to maps. Because I want to be able to turn stuff around and upside down. I can do it on my phone. Here we go. This is what I need. Perfect. This is what I need now. Close that out. And Albany Street. Oh, this is Boston. Yeah, this is the middle of Boston. Alright, how do I shrink this down? This is not like a phone at all, guys. Usually they have like a tool. Like they got. Oh, there we are. There we are. There we are. There we are. This is what I was looking for. Alright, we want to expand this. Get this map as big as we can. Well, we don't want to zoom. We want to zoom out. So it's got us in the middle of Boston. I'm zooming out here. I live in Massachusetts, so obviously it's going to go to the nearest city that I'm at. So any of you stalkers, you'll never guess where I live just based off of that. And I'm not scared of you anyway. I wouldn't advise you coming to my house unless you want to get shot. Like, coming to my house would be the worst decision you can make if I don't know you. Just don't do it. But anyway, we can see North America right here. We see the head, the ears right here, the mouth. But now, and I think if I press this, it turn. Oh no, that's a location. That's not what I want. So is there a way to like turn this around? No, that's my question. I guess not. Not on the computer. If this was my phone, I'd be spinning it, I'd be twisting it, I'd be doing everything I need. But because it's Google Maps, we may not be able to do it. Alright. But right here, guys, I'm just going to show you this right here. This is an animal. Looks like a turtle. We're going to try to get a better view of it. Papua New Guinea. I never even heard of that country. Papua Guinea. Whoops. Why'd they go to there? Ah, I did not mean to do that. Yeah, they screwed me. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, we want a map of... I don't even know how to spell that place. Papua. P-A-P-U-A. P-A-P-U-A. So we'll get a map of this real quick, a big up close, so you guys can see what I'm seeing. And it's clear as day, guys. You can see there's the tail right here. It may not be a turtle, but this is some type of animal that has a tail, and you see the head right here. It's undeniable. It's literally undeniable. Whatever killed this thing went right through here. So there was a comment that someone left. One of my commenters, one of my viewers left a comment about being in the Navy. And he said that I think he said for Greenland, they had a huge submarine. It was a huge sea monster, and they had a huge submarine. And to take it out, they drove it into, someone sacrificed themselves, drove it into its mouth, blew up the head from the inside. And that's how Greenland came about. That's what people from the Navy were saying, or at least he was anyway. But this... Hold on, let me try to close this out. But guys, you can see it. Here's the mouth, right? Wide open mouth. So they probably drove something in here and caused an explosion. That's why it's so gaping. That's probably how they took this one out. You can't deny that this is an animal, guys. Look, the head is right here. You literally can see the head. You'd be lying to yourself if you're telling me you don't see it, because it's literally right there. So you got the head right here. Then you got the neck right here. At first, I was thinking it's a turtle, but turtles, do they have tails like this? I'm not an animal guy, so I'm gonna need help with some of this stuff. I gotta see. I think turtles do have tails, but I don't know if they get to be that long. You know what I mean? Let's put turtle. Turtle Island. If I put Turtle Island, it'll come up with a place with a lot of turtles. It won't come up with this country right here. See, this turtle don't have a tail. So I don't think it's a turtle. But I thought some turtles had tails. Like, see right there? No, it's not a tail, is it? Turtle with tail. Let's see. Oh, see, this one has a tail. Yeah, some of them have tails. So that could be a tails. Oh, yeah, this one's long. Look at that. This is a long tail, guys. Oh, yeah. So that applies. All right, so this could be a turtle, guys. I think it is a turtle because you see the head. Oh, my God. I thought you guys see the landmass under what I clicked. Well, I didn't click on it. I have it like on it. You see that little dome thing right in the middle? Tell me what that looks like. I don't want to put ideas in your head, but you already know what I'm thinking. We're looking at a turtle on a turtle. That's what it looked like. But look at this. Head, neck. Then this is the shell. Right? All on its back right here is the shell, guys. Wow. And I guarantee you there's a lot of mountainous ranges over here. Because it's the part of the shell. Looks like this turtle is laying on its side. Because you see right here, this is the belly. Whoops. The belly of it, right? The legs. And you got to remember, guys, none of it's going to be perfect. Because these creatures died a long time ago. Or they're just stuck there. You know what I mean? And deterioration, all that. And then if you look over here, leg, right? Here's the leg, the hind leg, and then right here's the tail. A piece of it broke off, or it's underwater and it runs up all the way over there. Wow. All right, now if we look over here, this is another animal. So we're gonna look at Indonesia map. Whoops. Yeah, turtles definitely have tails. I'm glad I looked that up. All right, so now we're gonna look at uh map of Indonesia upside down. Let's see if that works. It has the world map upside down, but not Indonesia. Whoa, what does this look like right here? I'm telling you guys, these land masses are animals. There's something more than what we think they are. Like, just there's no way that all these coincidences, like we would see all these animals shaped the way they are. There's just no way. It's just too much against it. And we have people already telling us that some sea animals have been taken out. So, I mean, Australia, you literally can't tell me that Australia isn't what we said it was. Like, you just are a liar in denial if you say that. But let's take a look at the. Yeah, it doesn't always blow up. Let's see if we get a blow up doll right here. Yeah, we can't. This is. Yeah, that's not what we want. It's hard to get a big shot of these close up because they know. They know there's people, there's assholes like me that are gonna examine everything and call them out. That's why they don't want us getting the biggest shot. Imagine if I could blow up a country as the size of the screen so we can really look in depth. They don't want us doing that because they know the jig would be up. Just like they want us to believe outer space exists so bad, just so we don't believe in a god. They want us to believe in them. The government wants us to depend on them for everything. The government wants them to be our god. That's what it is, guys. They want to be our god, but it's just not gonna happen. Is this Indonesia? Because this looks like something, but I'm just not sure what. I wish I took biology a lot more serious in college. I did, but just not with animals. Like, not that I don't like animals. It's just that there's just so many animals to like know, and it's just like I feel like it's a waste of brain power to remember them. That's just me. Like, I'd rather remember more important shit than whether this animal has a tail or not, or what kind of food this animal doesn't eat, or I don't think that matters. See, guys, this is stupid, man. I'm trying so hard to get these shots, and the world is just not letting me. So we're going to have to look at it right side up the way we were, and we'll just have to figure it out. Map of Indonesia. We'll just put. That's disappointing, though, because sometimes they have it for you upside down, but most of the time they don't. Because they know there's assholes like me that are going to expose them. That's all it is. This is a good one, but I'm not sure. Whoa, look at this. Yeah, this is a chicken. Or some type of rooster. Yo, it's like they're putting this in our face, guys. Look at this beak. Yeah, these are definitely animals, guys. Look at this beak right here, guys. Oh my gosh. This is some type of birded animal, a huge bird. And this is probably a monkey. I think Indonesia is a monkey, guys. So we got a big monkey. So we got a turtle. We got a monkey. We got a chicken. Bro, they got to be doing this to F with us. There's no way. Like, are you really serious right now? And then there's another one right next to it. Guys, these are animals. They drew this out just like a chicken. And the way they did the borders, just so they can separate it just like a chicken. So we got a turtle, we got a chicken, we got a monkey, and I guess this would be a snake, right? Or a serpent of some sort. Some people say dragon. But wow, guys, I'm literally like, I'm dumbfounded. I am dumbfounded right now. Because I did say I found 4 animals, but it wasn't like this clear, like straight up bird right here. You can't tell me that this isn't the top of the bird, right? Coming down, and here's the beak. Bro, look at it, down to the fur. Bro, look at this. And then all the way here is the tail. And here's the back. You can't tell me that you can't see that. And then look at Indonesia. Look, this is the tail. Foot. Green foot. And then here's the head. It looks like a monkey on all 4s. Or it could be something else, but I'm saying monkey. Who knows? Wow, guys. That's literally like, wow. I didn't know it was that pronounced. Like, I didn't see this one before. This is the first time I'm seeing this. Like this. Like, so pronounced. Like, in your face like this. But yeah, man. These are animals we live on. You can't even deny it. Like, this is some type of snake, maybe. Or serpent. It's literally insane. Like, once you see it. Because, like, now I can't even look it off. Like, at all. Like, every map I look at, it's just, it's more pronounced every time. And when the ones with the color, like these maps right here with the color, really, really points it out. It's like you can't even, like, pretend that this isn't some type of bird, right? Obviously the turtle, then this is like a monkey. I don't know what this is right here. It's some type of serpent, I want to say. Maybe it could be a snail even. The Japanese zodiac animals. That's what my one brother was saying. They won't let me get an individual map of Indonesia. Like, they just will not let me do it. Because they know. Well, I guess Indonesia is all of that, right? It's like literally all of this. So, Indonesia is multiple animals. I guess they're trying to tell us. I didn't know this was all Indonesia. I thought, like, one of them was. So, this is East Indonesia. And this is Indonesia and then West, I guess. So, in other words, Indonesia is 3 animals in one. Because it's 3 different parts to it with other sections in those parts. I'll call them counties. They don't call them counties, right? But within this country of Indonesia, there's 3 different, like, islands with a bunch of different counties in those islands. That's what it looks like. I didn't know that. I thought it was set up way differently. See, I learn something new every day. Literally, I had no idea that was all Indonesia. I thought those are 3 separate, I guess, countries and land masses all together, but they're not. Indonesia has just become that much more interesting, guys. I had no idea it was shaped like a bird of some sort, a monkey, and a partial turtle. And that's why they broke it up like that. They didn't want people to look at it like that, the way I'm looking at it. They just want it to look like just land masses that just happen to be there. Like, there's like no thought in anything. No one thinks about anything. How did these animals get here? Like, no one asks these questions. Oh, guys, I figured it out. This animal right here. Turn to 9 o'clock and you'll see it, guys. You got to turn to 9 o'clock and you'll see it. I saw it right away. Oh, goodness. I didn't mean to click on that. I found it though, guys. Oh, here. This is actually a good picture, actually. So yeah, this right here. If you turn to 9 o'clock, you'll see it. It's an alligator, guys. Oh, yo, this is an alligator, guys. Oh my God, this is an alligator. Oh my goodness. And if you know anything about alligators, on their backs, very scaly, very rough. This is the spine all the way down to the tail, guys. Let's look this up. Whoa, 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 whoa. We just found 4 animals right there. Jesus. I know I did find them already, but I'm like now it's just like crazy. All right, so let's look at crocodiles or gator. Crocodiles. Let's look at crocodile. I think crocs are bigger than gators. Gators are smaller, I think. I could be wrong. Crocodiles. Yeah, see what I mean? You see how the top of it is scaly and rough? I'm not sure what the difference is between a crocodile and a gator. Other than probably size would be the only difference I can tell. Gator. Yeah, they look literally the same. No, they actually look a tad bit different. But I'm sure if a crocodile came up to an alligator, it wouldn't just be like, ew, get away from me, I don't like your kind. I'm sure it wouldn't do none of that. But either way, both animals have this scaly back. And I'm going to show you on the map. You're going to see all the way down to its tail. It's going to have the scaly back on it. Whether you look at a crocodile or a gator. It's literally the same type of build. All the way down its back. Look at it, all the way down its back. And on its side, it's not like that. See, on its side, it's a little different. Now let's go back. Look at this, just like a crocodile, all the way down its back. It's got the hard back, the spiky scales, right? The protection all the way to its tail. Jeez, Louise. I can't even believe it. It's a crocodile, guys. There's the nose, the mouth, the bottom side of it. There's the neck. Here's the bottom half, right? Legs. And right here, the tail, you can see the tail snapped off. That's probably how they killed him. Or whatever they did killed it right here. They snapped the tail on it and probably lost a lot of blood and just came pouring out. But yeah, this is probably most likely where this giant croc got killed. Or maybe that happened over time, who knows. But you can't deny that this isn't a croc. Once you turn your head, if you look at it this way, it looks like nothing. It just looks like land, right? But then when you turn this way, you see it. You can't even deny it when you turn this way. We see the chicken right here, the beak. You can even see the eye right there. It literally just all stands out. Like, it even shows all the ripple effects from like where the feathers would be and the creases. And this right here, I said monkey because of this long, skinny tail, right? And then the slender body. It literally looks like a monkey, right? The arms, legs, body, head, tail. That's how I see it. And don't get it twisted, guys. All these tiny little animals, these tiny, well, they are animals, but these tiny little islands, like the ones we can't see, like here, you see how like it's like a little speck? All those are animals as well. Guess what? It could be feces. It could be an animal that got discarded from one of these bigger animals out of the poop chute. Because, guys, even though something is dead, guess what? The bowel movements still happen. Like, let's just say someone were to run up in here and just shoot me in the head. Guess what? All of my bodily fluids are coming out of me. Because they're only being held together because all my muscles are being tight and held together. Once I die, it all loosens and everything comes out. Same thing with these animals. But guess what? When that process happens, it happens a lot. It takes a lot longer. It it happens later. It takes longer, and it's more, I guess, advanced and more treacherous, and it breeds more land. Clearly, that's why we're always seeing new islands appearing here and there. It's not islands, guys. It's another animal being discarded and creating what is now an island. And all the sand washes up on it, you know. It's it is what it is, man. It's hard to believe, but it is what it is. What else would you say this is? And if it's not animals, what are they? We're seeing literally every country being shaped into an animal. So then, if they're not animals, what's your explanation? And why is it that depending on what country you're in, the ground is more fertile or not? Because you're on different animal textures. Not every animal has the same type of texture and beings to them, you know? So you're not going to get the same from every animal. That shows you that they're all different. Every animal is different. So you get different resources and different things from every animal. It's insane. That's why we can't get gold in every country. Every country doesn't have gold because not every animal provides that for you. Wow. Things start to make sense when you start thinking. So we got an alligator. We'll call this a bird. I don't want to say chicken because Hawaii is also a chicken. But I'm not saying that that can't be too, but this is a bigger bird. Maybe even a turkey of some sort. And then we got a monkey here and then the front part of the turtle. Turtle, turtle, turtle. Wow, guys. So we're going to start working in through Europe and Russia. We're going to break down the entire Earth. I'm not going to say world because then I don't want you to think it's a globe because it's not. It's this. And I'm going to always scream that to you. But yeah, we're going to do this piece by piece. I don't want to go too crazy with it in one day and do everything, but I think today we can leave it off here with these four and just let that sink in. Because I want people to really like think about this and look at it and let it hit them. Like these are animals we're living on. You heard it here. Don't forget it. Eventually this is all going to come out. But you can see it. I'm trying to find maps that look nothing like it, but literally every map I look at looks more and more like it. Like every time I try not to like look for an animal, it's just still pops out. Or pops up, I should say. Alright, I think we're going to leave it off here, and then next time we'll either do Europe, Southern Asia, where we did Southern Asia. We'll do Europe, Asia, or Russia next. I'm not sure which one. Maybe we'll do Russia. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one we'll do. Right now, I'm just dumbfounded about what I'm seeing right now. Because all this stuff I'm seeing now, I'm seeing for the first time. Because I don't like research this stuff and then, well, I do research, but I'm saying I don't stare at these maps and then do the live. I do this all at the same time with you guys. So I'm literally discovering this with you. Like I glanced at it before, but now it's like I'm like really looking at it and I can really see it. And even this right here, this looks like something. What country is this? Thailand. Let's get a map of Thailand. So we know what Indonesia is, or the parts of Indonesia. We know what it is. And Papayu is the ass and the body part of the turtle, as we can see. I wish I could see what these other animals were, the tiny ones that are harder to see, because it's hard to see them. This looks like an ant, right? A giant ant. I would never want to live on an ant. How much land or nutrients could there really be on a giant ant? I would never want to live on an ant. And maybe that's why they always say America is the greatest country in the world. It's not because of how we're living. It's because where we're living. We're living on the safest animal. That's probably why they say that. Like our animal gives the most nutrients and I guess resources than any other country. That's probably why they say it. It's like a message, a hidden message behind the message. We're looking at it for the wrong reasons. I'm just dumbfounded by this crocodile right here. And then, the poop chute of the crocodile is around here too. So, what are these? Like, it's interesting, this stuff. I could look at this stuff literally all day, which is why I always have to cut this stuff short on you guys. I don't like to go more than an hour because I could literally talk about this for hours. Literally, like, I could go hours on this stuff. But I know people don't have that kind of time. So I try to keep it within an hour to a half hour. But yeah, these tinier countries, this looks like a giant ant. I can't really see this closely over here. And even this right here, I don't know what that is. I gotta get closer to see it. At glance, it looks, I don't even know. I don't want to guess. I don't want to guess. I would rather be able to get closer. You know what? I might have to order a giant world map. I might do that and just put it on my wall and study it. And then when I find stuff with my own eyes on that map, then I'll bring it to you guys. I'm thinking I might have to do that. Giant world map. That might be my next purchase, guys. And then when I find them piece by piece, like other ones, you know what I mean? And we'll go from there. I can't believe that. That makes me want to go to Indonesia, like, and just go see what's popping over there. Wow. And I think they made all these pieces Indonesia. I think they did that on purpose because if they made this its separate country, this its separate country, and so forth, people would notice much more clearer. Oh, these are animals. But now that it's all one country, it just looks like a bunch of land just mashed around together. But no, if you look closely, you can literally see it. And you literally can't deny it. There is no denying it. And animals on top of animals is a thing, too. Don't forget that. Alright, I'm going to look at Thailand. And then we'll go from there. And then we'll talk about the Grand Canyon. And then next time we'll talk about other countries. So, map of Thailand. Alright, I don't know what Thailand is. This is my first time looking. But then again, there's land surrounding that area. Might have to go to Google Maps really quickly. I'm still dumbfounded by this. Freaking beak right here. That's insane. That's literally insane. I wish they could move there's a way to remove the countries just so you can see just the land masses on there. Even though I know it's important, but there's other stuff I want to show you guys. That's what it is. India's got to be something too, but I haven't investigated that really. Singapore. Damn, Singapore is really close to Indonesia. And they speak English there, so that's different. Wow. So yeah, My geography needs to be a lot better because a lot of this is just new to me. We'll do Japan another time, but that definitely is something. But we'll talk about that another time. I'm just trying to see if I see anything in Thailand. It's kind of hard to see the way it's set up right now. I might need to get a different view. Oh, I want to say giraffe, guys. I want to say a giraffe, but then again, you see what I mean? Here's the giraffe head right here. There's the neck. It's obviously upside down. Let's see it upside down. Why is it every time this is so dumb. Every time I try to look for a country upside down, it does the whole world map upside down. It's like that's not what I asked for. Whoa, it's looking like this is a giraffe. Or maybe part of another country it is at least. But you guys can see the neck right here, right? And then here's the head. Giraffes. Yeah, I mean, giraffes' necks aren't overly long all the time. Like, they have long necks for sure. But, you feel me? That seems pretty long right there. Doesn't seem like too short. Seems like obviously there's some giraffe like this has a long neck. Like obviously there's some giraffes with crazy long necks, but then there's some with normal necks. You know? And we don't know if this was a fully grown giraffe. That's another thing. We have no idea. I wish they can just flip it. Why can't they just flip that upside down? It's because they don't want me to see. Wow, this is a giraffe head. Just look at that. There's the ear. The mouth. You can't see that part of it. Curves over. Boom. And then drops to the neck. I can see it. I can absolutely see it. Da, da, da. It just sucks that they won't let us really see it the way we want to see it. We can only see it the way they want us to see it. Can't get it blown up or nothing. I know you can see it right there, guys. I know you see the giraffe head right there. You literally can see it. Turn to 9 o'clock. You literally can see the giraffe head right here. You can even see the nostril. The nostrils right there. It curves around. And then the neck goes down. It's literally a giraffe, guys. That is a giraffe. And then the body of it is right there. Like, it's clear as day. I don't know how you can't see that. It's a giant giraffe. We've seen a horse already, so why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't there be a giraffe? They probably have every animal as an island, because you got to remember there are so many tiny like islands that we can't even see on the map, that don't even appear on the map. Like Epstein's Island, that doesn't show up on here. You know how many islands like that there are that don't show up? Those are animals. Like literally every country or landmass is something that was living at some point. It's just clear as day. And then you see other things that were huge, but not as big as land masses, getting petrified, just sitting there for time, all time's sake. We see it on TikTok all the time. It's all over the world. So in other words, it's just You can't deny it unless you're just in denial. So I can definitely see it though. What's this? I see something right here. I see that. I'm like, what's that? The thing that's gonna make Asia and Europe and like India, that whole section, what's gonna make that harder is because there's so many countries bunched together. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have to break stuff up most likely because it's most likely not one giant animal. It could be. Like I'll investigate it. It's possible that it's one giant animal, but I think it's a bunch of animals like near each other. That's what I think. But we're gonna investigate that. But yeah, we basically got North America done, South America. We got Africa done, Australia, Antarctica just surrounds us. We know what that is, and we just did Southern Asia. We did Indonesia. We just did Thailand. We'll do Japan next time, along with some others. Maybe we'll do Japan and try to figure out what Russia is. Because Russia is definitely something. There's a reason they don't want to connect the bridge on the Bering Strait. Because they know that animal is going to be shifting and moving, guys. It's not plate tectonics. Let's be smart here. It's not plate tectonics. It's something else. Look at this giraffe. Look at the yellow right here. This is all giraffe, guys. You see the feet and everything. The feet are there. You see the body, the neck. And then the head is even shaped like a giraffe. Like, you can't even deny that. Same thing here. Obviously, none of this is going to be perfect. It's impossible to get something perfect because of circumstances such as time. Let's see. Yeah, we're not going to get... Oh, here we go. Well, sort of. This is literally the only upside down photo we can get. A black with green outline. But you can see it. The nose is sticking up right there. Here's the mouth area. Here's the head. Right? And then the neck into the body. That's a giant giraffe. That's what that is. It even has the ears sticking up right there. The flared nostrils. Literally got the flared nostril just chilling there. Ew, they got black tongues. That's nasty. Ugh. Yeah, they look cute, these things, but you do not want to mess with a giraffe. Like, that giraffe will mess you up. Like, you do not want to mess with them. I don't care how cute you think one looks. Don't mess with their kids. That'll be a mistake. But, alright. So I think we'll leave it off there with those. I don't want to overwhelm myself and overwhelm others with too much. So we'll only do a few at a time. But yeah, I think we found... Well, we found 1, 2, 3... We found 5 animals today. I think that's more than I should have found. 5 is a lot. We'll try to keep it to around like 1 to 3 from now on, so it's just not too crazy. But sometimes I just get excited. I'm just like, oh, let's find another one. But yeah, here it is again. See, it's almost like they're trying to accentuate that this is a giraffe. It's almost like they're playing with our heads. Literally on a giraffe. That's literally insane. I literally can't believe it. But I do believe it. Like, nothing surprises me with this world anymore. Like, we've just been lied to about everything. Like, but nothing surprises me anymore. I need to figure out what Russia is. That's kind of bothering me, I'm not going to lie. It almost looks like that's a big back and then the tail right there. But I don't know. Russia's going to take some time. Russia by itself might take like an entire hour to figure out what it is. Probably, though. Most likely. Unless I have to like split it in parts, but alright, so yeah, we'll leave it off there. We got what we needed. So here's the giraffe and the neck, and here's the body of it. Basically, Thailand is the giraffe. And probably, you know what though? Whoops, I didn't mean to go that far. I didn't mean to do that. What I was going to say, Thailand is part of the giraffe, but this right here, this is the whole neck of it. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than Thailand. Thailand is just one piece of the giraffe. So here's the head, the neck. This is the whole neck. It's not just what they drew off on the border. It's this whole thing is the neck of the giraffe. So in other words, this giraffe is bigger than what we had outlined. This giraffe is probably this whole thing right here. Literally, like, not this entire country right here, but like at least you got to take the neck and account to that. Maybe down this way, over this way. But that is the giraffe right there. And another thing you got to keep in mind, guys, not all these countries are really this close to each other. This is what they want us to think and how they want us to view the map. They put the maps in a way they want us to see it, okay? So it's not always how it is. So just always keep that in mind, guys. But, yeah, let's start talking about the, oh, wow, I just found something, but we're going to save that. I found something again, but we'll save that for next time. Now we're going to talk about the Grand Canyon, guys. Because the Grand Canyon is not what they tell you it is. Actually, hold on one second. Let me see something. Because I might cut this one short just because. Yeah, you know what, guys? We're going to cut this one short. We'll talk about the Grand Canyon next time. We'll do the Grand Canyon next time. And also, we'll talk about Japan and probably China. This we'll probably do next time because I just saw something and it looked pretty big. So, yeah, we'll do that next time. And I'll put the title in now just so I don't waste too much time. But I mean, I guess we could watch a couple of quick videos before I get off. But next time I really want to dive into this Grand Canyon stuff. Grand Canyon are melted cities. That's what I think. The Grand Canyon is a melted city. That's what it is. Somebody said it was a melted dragon, but I think it's a melted city or cities. Multiple cities, who knows? Because the Grand Canyon's huge, so I don't know. But probably melted city. There's probably a city and then different parts to the city. But I'd also put cities, so it would be a broader search. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, look at this. You literally can see buildings. Like, these aren't rocks that just formed. They want you to think that everything just formed on its own. Like, no, everything comes from something, and that something is God. God created everything. But this was created by a civilization, and then another civilization destroyed it with technology that we could never think to imagine of. Like, we think that we're so advanced, guys, but we are the most primitive of all of our civilizations that have lived on this planet. Literally. Like, we think that we have all the answers. Like the Bible says, there's nothing new under the sun. They had the best weapons back then. They had transportation. They had electric. They had anything you can imagine. They had free energy. They didn't have to pay for it like us fools. Like, they had it made back then. So to think that, like, these are just rocks would be just, it's just not using your head. We'll watch these top 3, and then next time we'll watch a lot more. But honestly, I think. Oh no, yeah, no, it's the computer's acting up right now. I might have to do another update. I can always tell when it's gonna mess up. Well, if this doesn't play, which I don't think it will, because I think. Alright, it's playing. It says the area is off limits to the general public, this right here. So there's something there they don't want us to see. These are buildings that got melted down by some type of nuke. Look at that. Guys, those are cities. Those are tall towers. Do you guys see that? Look at that. Those are buildings. Those are skyscrapers. There was a catastrophe that happened here. These are buildings, guys. Look at those. That would be like looking at New York City. These are skyscrapers. Guys, this was a civilization that lived there. Like, look at this. These aren't just rock formations. They nuked some people. They nuked a whole civilization, got rid of them. It was most likely an African. You know why they probably did this, guys? There were probably pyramids here. There were probably signs that African were not even, I don't want to say African, but the African culture, we'll say, was in America first. So that would be proof that, blacks were here already, not brought here on boats. So they had to get rid of the evidence of anything that would resemble pyramids or hieroglyphics, but they couldn't get it all, which is why we are able to find some of it, and we're able to tell the real history just based off of that. So it just goes to show you that literally, like, all of our history is a lie. Like, nothing can be taken as the truth at all. Nothing. All melted. I don't even want to know what type of weapon they use to destroy this place. Some people say there's still people trapped inside of there. And others say they're just a bunch of corpses just stuck in there. That's why you're not allowed in there, to see the carnage. There's a secret they're protecting, guys. There's a lie they're keeping from us.
Grand Canyon's bananas. There's been these crazy stories of people finding these caverns with like Egyptian artwork and hieroglyphics.
So
What'd I tell you?
It shows up, I believe, in like the Phoenix Gazette. It's 1903 or so. And the explorers Kincaid. He's looking for gold deposits or whatever. So he finds these steps that are clearly man-made. He follows the steps up and there's a cave and he goes in there and he describes hieroglyphics that look Egyptian but are not quite. He finds a statue that he describes as like Buddha-like, and all these weapons, shields, gold, all sorts of stuff. He keeps going. He finds a deserted city in the caves, and all these tunnels and caverns go everywhere, and he's trying to map everything.
The great part of the story is the fact that you actually can't go there. There's areas of the Grand Canyon you cannot explore.
You cannot go, you cannot fly over, and you can't fly under the rim.
And why is that?
All those bad places, suddenly black helicopters show up. I showed them.
That's
maps.
crazy.
Show the black
That means they got cameras and they're watching you.
Something.
Exactly, they're protecting something. I'm going to leave it off here, guys. Next time, before we get into China next time and all that, we'll start with this. Because I take a long time talking about all the land masses and all that. So next time with the live, we'll start right away with this Grand Canyon stuff, because there's so much more to talk about. And then we'll go into China and Japan. And then we'll go from there, guys. But other than that, thanks for watching, and don't forget to join me next time. And don't forget to